Welcome back, everybody. In this segment, I wanted to take a few minutes and talk a little bit about how we're genetically programmed to process food. Most of our genetic programming for food goes back about 40,000 years. So in relationship to that, we really need to take a look at how our ancestors ate. And when we take a look at that, they basically ate grass-fed, antibiotic and hormone-free wild game and fish. They have fresh, vine-ripened fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds, and that's basically what they ate. So if we start to look at our genetic background is set up to take in those types of foods, when we start to deviate away from that, we can set up huge problems insofar as how our body gets its nutrition, how much it's going to get, how well it digests, assimilates, and utilizes different food elements. So contrasting how our ancestors ate, let's take a look at how we eat today. We have convenience foods, we have preservatives, colorings, pesticides, sugar, artificial flavorings. We have things like flavor enhancers, MSG and yeast extract, hydrolyzed protein, things like that, and hydrogenated and trans fats. So these are things that have been more modern ways of developing food, and the things that they're putting in food, and our bodies are just not set up to process those correctly. So our dietary changes have outpaced our ability to genetically adapt. And if you think about, we've been set up for 40,000 years to process food, but what's happened, a lot of these things that we're eating nowadays have just come into our time in the last 50 years or so. I mean, McDonald's was what, like around 1950, 1952, and so a lot of the fast foods after that. So as I said, we haven't really adapted to trying to, our bodies can't process that types of foodstuffs, and they, again, as I said earlier, can cause huge health problems. So who is responsible for making those food choices? Obviously, we are. And so if you look at Deepak Chopra, who's a medical endocrinologist, says that about 98% of the human body, the atoms that make up the human body, are new every 3 months. So literally, you're constantly turning over cells and tissues. Old cells that make up tissues and organs and so forth are dying off. New ones are being replaced. What are they being replaced with? It's just like building a house. You have to have good raw materials in order to build a quality house. So the quality of the food you get in there is creating the quality of the output, or the body that you're going to exist in, and our ability to make chemicals for thought processes and the whole thing. It's a real dynamic, totally integrated system. So you are what you eat. So take a look at the types of foods you're eating and give this some thought. Little by little baby steps, start to integrate better things back into your diet. And over time, I think if we start to move back towards like how our ancestors ate, your body will recreate itself in a much healthier manner and be more functional, be healthier, you have better thought processes, and you'll just have a happier, healthier, higher quality of life. So thanks for joining me. Please share this with friends and family as usual. And remember, you got one life to live. Let's live it well. And I'm Dr. Greg Chappell.